Hi guys, welcome to today's episode of Sit Down. We are here with Chin. He's a content creator, a father, and various other things. With multiple things in the pipelines. Hi.
Same, bro.
Are you good?
I'm blessed, man.
Sick, man. So, what are your four mantras, Chin?
Love, empathy, fulfillment, and patience.
Sick, man. So let's kick off with love, man.
Love is important to me.
Yeah?
Love in all aspects. Love what you're doing. Loving yourself. Loving family, friends. It's as humans, as much as we can try and deny it, is what we thrive for the most.
Yeah.
If you don't love what you're doing, if you don't love your job, if you don't love your hobby, you can't go on for long, innit?
But have you always been in this mindset of love?
No, because you know what? I was in the mindset of growing up. I was in the mindset of money.
Right.
Do things for money, you know. Let me work. Let me do it as long as it pays for you. You're not happy. And you can't even lie. You'll never be happy just being stuck in something just for the money. Same way, if you're in a relationship with someone and you're looking at this girl, you don't actually love her. She's got the looks. She's got the persona. She's got the ego. But you don't love her. That relationship ain't gonna last.
You love the idea of her.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you don't love your job, if you don't love your hobby, if you don't love what you do, if you don't love yourself, if you don't love yourself, you're gonna look after yourself.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I always tell people before they jump into anything, is to jump into relationships. I said, learn to love yourself first. Love what you do. Be proud of yourself. You know, don't put yourself down. Don't hate on. You get this one life, this one chance. It's all a blessing. And without love, without pushing yourself, without the little if I don't tell myself, Chin, you can do this. You know, you're not different to this person. That's me loving myself and believing myself. And that's why I feel like love is the key thing in life.
When did you, at what age did you realize this? Were you going through a point where you were hating yourself or hating something, or were you?
It's that point where I would say about 4 or 5 years ago, I just stopped listening to everyone. You know, sometimes you get too many voices, too many people telling you how you should be doing it, how you should live your life. Why are you doing this job? You should be doing that. Why are you with this girl? You should do that. You know, I just had enough. I said, I'm gonna do what I love. I wanna be with who I love. I'm gonna do my life the way I wanna do it and be happy. I'm going to sleep knowing that I had a lovely day. You get me? I'm not gonna be there thinking, yeah, I'm making everyone around me happy besides myself. I was too focused. I think my missus told me a lot. I was too focused on making those around me happy, and I was putting myself second. And by putting yourself second, I delayed a lot.
And you briefly touched on your missus. How has that changed your perspective on life, love? You've got 3 kids?
3 kids.
How has that changed your perspective on love and pushed you forward into what you do now in terms of creating content and being a great father?
Well, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe you are made in pairs.
Yeah.
And if you look at a lot of successful people, 90% of them have a good missus backing them. My missus, 100% is my backbone. I personally don't share shit with my bread. Can I swear? So that's the first of all. I don't even know that.
It's alright, you can swear.
Alright, go on. I personally don't share shit with my friends. I've always bottled my stuff inside, and even my family. My parents got divorced when I was very young. My brothers look up to me a lot. I didn't want to show my mum the weakness. And while I was with my missus, even though I've been with her for a very long time, been married for 7 years, I've been with her for 12. It wasn't until the last 5 years I've actually started to open up to her properly, and that's when I started to feel a bit more like all the weight is finally coming off my shoulders. Because I always had this persona in my head where to be a man is to be emotionless. We don't share anything. We don't talk about our stuff.
Stigma.
It's a big stigma. It's a big stigma, and it's it can depend on what kind of life you led and why you think that way. And sometimes you can have someone good right there, and you can't see them because you're blocked by this mental thought of, no, I can't be like this.
Yeah, being vulnerable,
being men don't cry, all that kind of stuff. This woman, if I'm slowly shifting down the wrong way, she's the one that's pulling me back. 100%.
Yeah.
And now obviously as life goes on and we got kids, my responsibilities have changed. That has given me a different type of hunger. Now I'm not just doing this for myself. You know, I'm doing this for them as well. I'm thinking more than them. I'm doing this for my future generation. I've planted the seeds. My seeds will plant seeds as well.
Yeah.
And who they're gonna talk about eventually. If I don't do nothing now, then I'm just gonna be known as, yeah, my dad was here, but my dad didn't do nothing. I'm doing it for you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that dad. My parents came here as immigrants. They've done the big step for me. The biggest step that anyone could do is try to change my life. Now I got passed it on and try to change their life. Yeah. And her being there all these years. Big up Anna, by the way. Love you, babes.
Big up, Anna.
Her being there has been a real support for me. And I always tell a man, any of my friends in a relationship, if you find a good girl, if you find a good woman, if you find someone or you think you know someone who's being good for you, don't let that go. If you have good friends, if you've got a good family, if you've got a good workplace, if you've got, you know, just don't let that stuff go for nothing, because that's so rare to find in this world.
Yeah. And I want to slip on, I think this is a perfect way to move on to a second match, which is empathy. Empathy, you know, it's understanding or
putting yourself in other people's shoes.
Exactly.
And understanding why they have done or do the things they do. I don't hold grudges.
Yeah.
Used to, but I don't hold grudges.
What made you change?
Because I make mistakes. And in order for me to accept my mistakes and want someone else to accept my mistakes, I got to put myself in their shoes when they make mistakes. You know, I think that the worst thing you can do is make a quick judgment and stick to it.
Yeah.
Okay, people snake you. You know, people might do you dirty. Or people might just be general pricks.
Yeah.
But there's something that's happened in their life that's caused them to behave a certain way that even you're not in control of.
Yeah.
And you can just take that one person to say, listen, I'm not vexed with you, I understand. But that person, it took her to say that to me, for me to realize that's what empathy is. I never knew what empathy was. I knew the word, but I never fully understood what that was. But now when for example, I'm arranging something with a friend or family member, or they cancel on me, or someone's doing something wrong to me, I don't take that person, because I don't take it personally. I'm not upset in life. When you take everything everyone does to you, or everything that happens in the world personally, and you just end up getting vexed all the time. There's a lot of things in this life we're not in control of. We forget that.
Yeah.
We forget that. I feel like 90% of our life is automated. You know, you just move and you don't even think sometimes, you know, just living, and sometimes things might happen and we're like, why is this happening? Why? You have no idea why it's happening. You might not know at the time. 5 years from now, you look back and I said, oh, that's why God put me through that challenge, or that's why that happened. That's why this happened to you, to make you a better person now. So empathy is really important to me. I don't put a label on anything. The guy who's a prick today could be a saint tomorrow, and vice versa. Good people can flip. Something can happen in your life, and good people can flip. And without having a person there that understands empathy, how can you bring them back? Instead, you're gonna leave them in the corner, saying, "No, don't chat to him. He's a prick. No, leave him. I don't like him." I don't believe in that.
That's it, man. Staying with the empathy, like, I wanted to know, your views on empathy are clear, like, and they're good. And I wanted to move on to, like, when it comes to you in your professional career, being a content creator, creating videos and other stuff.
Yeah.
Which you can't say. How do you take that into the professional world? How do you move? Because empathy in the professional world can be taken for weakness.
I get you. You get people in your comment sections, yeah? Or even in your DMs. Even in my missus' DMs. Saying things or maybe doing things that in an average person will trigger you. But you're going to get haters in this game. No matter what business you're in, you're going to get haters. You're going to get people saying things. You're going to even get friends who you think are supporting you that are going to be putting you down. Don't take it personally. I don't take it personally. I believe when you have that one friend, for example, before I started this or jumped on this Instagram wave, I had a lot of people telling me don't do it. And I didn't. For a couple of years I didn't do it. You're a father, that's embarrassing. Why would you put your face there? Why are you putting your daughter on Instagram? And I used to like believe it and take it in, and I wasn't happy with myself. Why? Because I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm doing what they're telling me to do. Why are they saying it? I started to think about, why are these people saying that? Why are these people saying that? You look at their lives, they're not where they want to be. They're not doing what they want to do. And in order for them to feel good about themselves, they're trying to bring you down with them.
The vicious circle.
That's it.
Yeah.
They don't want that. Some people, it's not because they hate you, it's because it hurts them to see you doing what they can't do. That's what it is. And that's why I feel more sorry. If you look at my comment section, I never ever type back to the haters. More time I'll say to them, thank you.
Yeah.
You've given me a view. You've retweeted my video. You cussed me and retweeted my video, but you actually helped me. You don't realize you helped me. Thank you very much. If you hit kindness with the hatred, people are confused.
Yeah.
They don't know how to react to you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and be true. Sometimes I've messaged certain other comedians and influencers to collaborate, and they've completely shut me down.
Yeah.
Well, they might promise me something and just doesn't message me, but I don't take that personal. They might be in a position in their life right now where they can't commit. Some people are not. I can tell you, if you were to message me and say, Abdul, can you do this? I'll say, I'm sorry, I can't make it. Some people don't have it in them to say that.
Yeah.
Some people, all they know is just to block you off. And that's just the way they've learned.
Yeah.
And it's the way they've lived their life for so long to the point where it's become second nature to them. That's them. Hit them back with a kindness, it will make them rethink. And in this industry, without understanding why people do what they do, you're going to give up very quickly.
Yeah. It's not for you then, is it?
Exactly. If every time someone snaked me or every time someone's hasn't fulfilled a promise, I want to eventually think to myself, if I wasn't empathetic, no, this industry is full of dead bricks. I'm not doing this. It's not that. People are busy. I'm busy. Some people don't even understand me. Sometimes I've had to explain to people, deep down, listen, I got 3 kids, I got bills, I got this. On top of everything I'm trying to create, I have a priority. Sometimes I've met other Instagrammers where I've had no idea they're married with kids.
Yeah.
They're not like me. They don't expose. Some people have the confidence to expose that on this part of their life. Because I do, I feel like more people understand, but some people don't have that. So maybe someone's got a sick dad or a sick mum, or someone's got siblings they need to look after, or a disabled brother, and they don't want to share that with you. So the only thing they can do is block you off. If you're not empathetic, you'll never understand people. You just hold grudges your whole life, and what does that do? That just makes your heart black.
Word. Makes you hate the world.
It makes you hate the world.
And that helps us move on to your third mantra, which is patience.
Oh, this life you need that.
Bro,
In this life you need that. If you don't have that in this life, you're gonna give up on everything. Nothing. If you think about everything in life that's worth having, good health, good education, a decent job, that doesn't come without patience.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the gym. You gotta grind for the whole year before your body looks nice. You wanna go to uni, you gotta grind for 3 years before you get a degree. You get that job, but you can't just. If you know people, yeah, you can get to the top. But how long can you stay at the top? Can you appreciate it without the patience and hard work?
Yeah.
When you're working for something and you're patient and you know in the back of your head you're gonna get it with time, you enjoy it more than if you, for example, what's the man who has a corner shop, yeah? Small business. He's worked his arse off for it, yeah? He's more happier with that, knowing that he's worked his arse off, than the guy who's been given to. Because he doesn't know the value of it.
Exactly.
You won't know the value of things unless you work hard for it and you're patient and you eventually get it when the time is right. And I personally I prefer God to give me something when He knows I'm ready for it rather than me to get it. My mindset's not correct.
Could you like, in terms of the patience thing, like could you like establish like when do you know to be patient and when do you know to be a go-getter? Because like there's a fine line between like being patient and being like inactive. So like you being too patient. But then there's also like there's like a fine line where like, because you as a father, you took a massive risk, right? You took a massive risk. You started creating content on Instagram, and you said this is going to be my income, and there's people who don't even take that risk as people who don't have families. You know, they live at home with their parents. They don't have to pay no bills. You've taken that risk, so. You said you were patient for a period of time, but when did you realize it was time to be a go-getter and be like, right, I've been patient enough? And...
With the patient aspect, I don't want people to think that they should wait before they chase their dream. I meant in a way where you might not get the money or the views, everything straight away.
Right. Yeah.
Rather than wait for that to accumulate over time. You'll enjoy it, but sometimes it can happen overnight. Sometimes it can happen. There's people I've been following that passed me already, and they were way below me. but their work rate was consistent and they were patient.
Yeah.
At the same time, if I know I want to make a video on Saturday, for example, in my aspect of life, but then I know my daughter's got something to do, I'll be patient. I won't make the video that day, because if I rush into that, it's not going to be perfect.
Exactly.
Let me set my priorities first.
Yeah.
Make sure I've got everything patterned, then I'll go do it. Don't think, like, to be a go-getter, you also have to plan and think about it. If you like for example, time of year, like now Christmas coming, people might make Christmas videos. If you're making Christmas videos in May, does that relate? You had this idea, but you're not patient and saved it for the best moment. You've rushed into it.
Yeah, many things have changed since then.
Exactly.
Patience, bro.
You have to be patient in this game. This game is not made for people without patience. In this industry where you're here to entertain, you have to know that your followers that love you the most might not always watch you on that particular day, so that video might not pop. Keep posting it, keep making it, and eventually, you never know. Sometimes you've even seen old videos that didn't pop now. 3 years later, they've come back online and they're popping again.
Yeah. So patience in the game.
Patience in the game is needed, bro.
Essential. Which nicely moves us on to fulfillment. What is fulfillment to you?
To me personally, fulfillment is the last step of everything for me. Like having your vision, having your goal, and knowing where you want to be and keeping that there. I have a whiteboard on my fridge. Yeah. We don't rub it off. We don't impermanent ink in it.
Yeah.
Of where I want to be.
Should have just written in the fridge, on the fridge.
And I put on the fridge, that way I see it, everyone that comes to my home can see it, and I know I'm not embarrassed. This is where I want to be. And if you don't have that goal, if you don't have your vision of where exactly you want to be, you'll never know what fulfillment is. If you're just going with no guidance and no idea, like, yeah, I want to go do this, but I just don't know what I want to do in 10 years. When are you going to be happy?
Yeah.
Set your fulfillment. Say, yeah, once I reach this is my peak here. And then once you get there, then you can think about making new goals. But your goals have to be realistic as well to your standard of living. Your goal has to be realistic to your lifestyle. I can't say to myself, next year I want to buy a Lamborghini. That's not realistic. That's not fulfilled. That's not something that I can actually fulfill. Because that's what realistically, where and what am I going to do to get that money to do that? I don't trap.
Yeah.
I don't sell drugs. I'm working a basic 9 to 5. That's not realistic. I want to think of a dream or think of a position of myself. I say, yeah, in 10 years I can get to this.
Right.
I like to observe.
Right. Stay grounded.
I like to sometimes look at other people that are very similar in what they're doing to me.
Yeah.
And see their timeline, see how long they take, and that way compare a realistic goal.
Yeah.
That way I'm like, yeah, if this person can do it, and he's no different to me. He's a human. He eats, breathes, he shits. He done it. Why can't I?
Yeah.
Just because you have 3 kids, just because you're doing 3 jobs, just because you're hustling and you're grinding, doesn't mean you can't do something. And without this idea of fulfillment, without having this goal in your head, it's like driving your car and you don't know where you're going. When would you know to stop?
Useless.
Exactly.
When you talk about the fulfillment aspect, do you have like sub-fulfillments, as in
all the time,
kids,
all the time,
and your wife,
all the time,
and your friends?
I don't know if I'll be this hungry if I wasn't in this position in life. Because I used to be a very carefree person. I used to be like go with the flow kind of guy. You know what I mean? Now it's very different. Now, especially, I don't know, when you have kids, time moves so much faster than when you don't have kids.
Is routine important?
Very.
To everything, to family, to
everything, to your mental health. Without a routine, you get lost in this world, man. If you don't know what you're doing tomorrow, you just sitting at home like this all day. You're like, what am I doing? You what happens these days? We've got social media. You're like, I'm bored. Let me go on my phone. You're seeing everyone do something.
And
you're just there.
Couch potato.
Doing nothing, and you start to feel like shit. That's when depression creeps in. Oh, look at this guy. He's working very hard. Why am I not doing it? Oh, I got no one to help me. I got no one to boss me. You don't need that. You need yourself. You need to fully believe in yourself. Know that there's people out there that have started businesses with no one. There's people out there with no mums and dads. I got a mum and dad. There's people out there with no friends. I got friends. There's people out there that are homeless. I got a home, and they've managed to do it.
Yeah.
What's the excuse for me?
No excuses.
Instead, you're just giving people, like, you'll put yourself in a position where you start to give yourself excuses. No, I can't do it right now because I'm broke. I can't do it right now. But if you look into a lot of successful people that started from the bottom, they never gave themselves excuses. They had the drive and the hunger. They had a dream. They have something they wanted to fulfill. They were patient. They loved what they were doing. They understood the game and they went for it. If we just like give up on ourselves too quickly, the years pass by. It's 2020 soon.
2020 when this comes out though.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Should I say it's 2020 now?
But it's calm. I will just leave this in. It's alright. It's no problem.
Alright.
But you didn't know that. It's alright.
No, exactly.
But by this point here, you should have started something.
I feel like, for example,
Not you specifically. I'm saying in general, the audience. Like they should have kicked off their 2020 with like a
100%.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years since I left secondary school. And when I was in secondary school, I started a YouTube channel. I made a few, similar to what I'm doing on Instagram. I made a few videos. They were going well. There was another app called app at the time. Remember Keek?
Yeah, Keek.
You remember Keek when it was popping? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing Keek videos. They were doing good. Why did I stop? Voices, people telling me, why are you doing this? That's embarrassing. Look at YouTube now. 10 years later. Who would have known people made money? I had no idea people made money on YouTube. If I just didn't listen to people and I believed in myself and I followed what I wanted to do, who knows what I want. But there's no point in me dwelling on that. That's more like a lesson now.
Yeah.
You know? That's more like a lesson. I don't know how long. Hopefully I get to live 20, 30 more years. But if I just delay myself and put myself in a position of, you know, doubts and depression and I could have been, I'm not going to be anywhere. I want to be stuck in an endless cycle of just sadness. There's a lot of people out there that want to do something, but they don't because they're doubting themselves, man. Yeah. They're doubting themselves so much.
What would be your message? As we come to the end of this interview, what would be your message to people who want to be content creators, to people who are going to be new fathers, or parents in general, to people who are going to be just starting off new things in their life? What is your message to the people?
You have to do it for yourself. I love my kids, I love my wife, but they're gonna have their own hustle, they're gonna have their own grind. They're not gonna do the same thing as me. You understand? Even though this is gonna benefit them and whatever they'll do benefit me, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you don't have this put yourself, almost look at yourself a third person type of way and say, for you, like I look at myself in the mirror sometimes and say, for you, Chin, we're gonna do this. Because if I don't do this, who else is gonna do it for me? If you don't do this for yourself, if you don't put yourself in a position and put yourself through these challenges and through this hardship, it's gonna build your character one day. You're gonna be sitting in the same place and you're never gonna change. Change doesn't happen on its own. You can't, obviously me being a Muslim, if Muslims understand this, you can't just sit there all the time and say inshallah, inshallah, inshallah. Inshallah doesn't work like that. Inshallah you need movement. You need to get up off your seat, get off your bum and do stuff. You wanna make money, you can't sit at home and do nothing. You wanna get that gym body, you can't sit at home and just do nothing. If don't watch that. Don't watch that. I'm not indirect here, bro.
Don't worry, see.
If you wanna get that dream job, you can't just sit down and wait for someone to give it to you. You gotta prove yourself. People are watching all the time. Every comedian, every actor has their moment, right? But in order for them to get there, they're gonna have to go through so much shit.
Yeah.
How many comedians are popping now that back in the days when they started off doing comedy were told they get booed off stage? Or how many actors were getting ignored? How many businessmen dropped a proposition and it didn't bust until it takes one person, innit? Until that one person sees them.
Yeah.
How else are you gonna find that one person
if you're not out there?
There you go.
Sick, man. I got two last questions for you.
Go on, bro.
Right. One is there a song that you listen to that right now or in general that helps you through your process of thinking and just your processes in general, like your creative processes? Any song.
Let me look for my playlist.
Look for your playlist, do your thing.
You know what I love about Spotify? They got a little section called most repeated.
Yeah.
That's the one I want to look at right now.
Have a look, bro.
You want me to say what I'm listening to right now?
What are you listening to right now?
The one that I've been repeating the most.
If it's the same song as me, I'm gonna bug out.
It's Rush 32 on someone else.
Oh,
1 second. Don't know who's the other guy there on repeat. No Fears, 169 Rush 32. Talking about within the song, positive message, yeah? Don't waste your money on chains. Don't waste your money on tables. Don't waste your money on gal. Invest in yourself. Be rich in other types of ways rather than materialistic things.
Yeah.
Because those things can disappear, man. You can be rich today and broke tomorrow. If you don't have something to fall back on, what is there? So for me, when I did start this game, I did cop the Gucci belts. You know, I fell for that trap. I was copying the LV belts. I was doing, you know, I was trying to get to the big motives and I was splashing cash. Where did that get me now? Instead, if I use that exact money to invest in my hustle, to invest in my grind, I'll 100% I'll be much more further than I am now. But that's another lesson in life.
Sometimes people don't listen to it. They gotta learn.
You gotta learn. Sometimes learning through experience is better than learning from someone telling you, because that personal experience, you remember that for much more longer than me telling you, hey, don't do this, it's not good for you. You don't forget that within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You gotta go through that. That song right there, when I wake up every morning and I'm feeling like, right, I've paid my bills and I've done this and that, and I might be low, and sometimes you feel a bit depressed because you've got all the key things done. Don't feel depressed. You've done the hardest part. You paid your bills, you got food in your fridge, you got gas, electricity. You've made it. But there's people out there that don't have that. That shouldn't be a reason for you to think like, oh yeah, I only got 6 bills, I'm broke. Nah, bro.
Appreciate those things.
Appreciate those things.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And use those things to push you. If you want more for your out of your life, if you want more for your mum, if you want more for your siblings, if you want more for your loved ones, you're not gonna get just by sitting there.
Yeah.
You have to push yourself. Self-belief is a big thing.
Big.
It gets to a point where, see, when I don't have it on my phone now, but January, I must have wrote down, get 10k followers, have 1 viral video, and a few other stuff that I have done this year, but it's more like personal stuff. Wallahi, I swear to God, 1 week after the first 2 got ticked off, that's when my video went viral.
Yeah.
And that's when my followers jumped from 1k to 16. And one of my videos did go viral on Twitter, got 4.2 million views. And before I wrote that down, I was reading a little quote. You follow these quote pages, yeah? Saying sometimes you need to write things into existence. So that's what I've been doing this year. I'll actually write things down, because when you actually write things down, you look at it every day when you wake up, you're gonna do it. Yeah. I wrote it down, and within a week it can happen.
Yeah.
If you don't, the way the world works is mad. Self-belief will get you so far. Don't let no one in this world, as much as you love your parents, as much as you might love your wife, if these people don't believe in you, I wouldn't say to hate on them or hate them. Prove them wrong. Yeah. Just prove them wrong.
Let that be your fuel.
Let that be your fuel. That's it, man. That's what you shouldn't let people bring you down. That should fuel you. And when they realize it, don't pity them and just say, yeah, no, you weren't there for me from day one. Just show them, because sometimes that's all they need. A little bit of light. Yeah. My brother started a YouTube channel 2 years ago now.
Plug him.
Definitely. He started a YouTube channel, yeah. Right now he's on 256,000 subscribers.
What's his name? That's something about plugging.
Oh, Abz Fio, my brother and my sister-in-law. Big up to Abz Fio. Doing very well for them. So when they started, the whole family is here. Yeah. Wouldn't say everyone of them more like aunties, uncles, you know. Why are you doing this? My brother dropped out of college. His missus left the job. They made it a full-time grind. Even, I'm not gonna lie to you, I hated a little bit by saying this is a bit crazy.
Big risk.
And he's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now. He kind of motivated me. Because now, 10 months ago, my nephew was born. These guys don't have to work. They live off their YouTube. These guys are doing something where everyone around them, friends and family, were putting them down.
But now everyone's supporting them. And this is something that they said they've been wanting to do for a long time, but they hid it from everyone. Now look when they've lived in each other and pushed themselves. It's amazing though, isn't it?
That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man.
Do you read?
Yeah, I read.
Is there any books that you would recommend that help you as well?
I'm a very spiritual person.
Mm.
I'm very I wouldn't say I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm a scholar or the best Muslim. But one thing I'm very close to in my life is my religion, Deen. And it's one thing, me personally, everyone has their own ways of going through stuff, right? People might look into inspirational messages, people might follow an individual. I like to read spiritual books because that's my 5, 10, 15 minutes away from the world, away from humans, away from people, and speaking to my creator on a personal level. And since I was young, since my dad left, and that's just something that has helped me go through it. And when I read these books personally, it's like a personal message to me. I can go there, sit in my room, open up a page, read it, and somehow, some way that page relates to me. And I've always kept that part. It's a very private part of my life. I don't even post Islamic stuff on my Instagram. I don't post Islamic stuff on my Snapchat. I think my relationship with God has to be personal. I don't go around telling people what to do. I don't go around saying, listen, I'm better than you and that. I like to just keep it very me, him. No one needs to know what I'm talking about. It's kept my mind sane for a very long time. But it doesn't mean that it's right for you. Find what works for you. Find what lifts your spirit and keep it with you, man.
Amazing, man. Thank you so much.
No worries, bro.
Thank you to Chin. Thank you for sit down. We're going to stand up.